Well, hello everyone and welcome. We are gathered once again, and it's beautiful to see that we have soul group from around the globe. People calling in and being a part of the energy mix today from all parts of the world: South Africa, Australia, Asia, Europe, all over. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being a part of the synergy of this group. There's a lot going on right now in the higher realms, and many of us are feeling it trickle down into our everyday experience. There's a lot of shifting that continues to happen, and what is being noticed most frequently is the inability to remember the past events. You may start to notice that people from your past, you can't quite come up with the name. You can't quite remember the circumstance or the event. The memory of the timelines that we are shifting out of are starting to really disintegrate in our memory bank. And that's fine. That's perfect. That's part of the process. But I know many people are a little concerned with the fact that they can't remember, oh my gosh, who was my best friend in 10th grade? Or, wow, what was I doing 2 years ago on the last week of summer? These kinds of memories, they're not really important, quite frankly. They're part of the old reality. They're part of the old matrix and the old timeline. And so what we're seeing and what you may be experiencing is the lack of being able to pull up these memories, because the actual energy that was holding them within your fields is actually disintegrating as we move and change timelines. And again, back to this concept of shifting timelines. What does that really mean when we move from one timeline to another, one trajectory to another, one frequency band to another? And it's like changing a radio station or a TV channel, for a simplistic way to look at it. We're just moving into a different stream and a different reality. Yes, much of it may look the same. It still has the same framework, but the players, the experiences, the emotions, the memories, the future of the timeline is different. And we're really experiencing it even heavier, and we will continue to as we move out of this calendar year. Yes, we're still only in August. We're at the end of August, but we are literally on the threshold of 2020. And the timelines that are disintegrating right now are part of the process of really moving us into that new frequency band, that new trajectory that is the future of what we are creating. And so as you move through your daily experience and you're like, wow, how come I can't remember what I was doing 2 weeks ago? Who was that person's name? Wait, where did we go for dinner? I can't quite remember. Allow it to just release with ease, because your higher self is at the helm and is distinguishing and really processing which of the memories are important for the future and which ones aren't. And I know a lot of people are like, but wait, I want to remember. And there's truth to that. And if it really is of significance, or is going to play out in the future timeline, your higher self will keep it intact. But all the other memories, all the other day-to-day mundane experiences, and yes, unfortunately, even people that you can't quite remember who it was, their name, what the experience was, it's okay to let all of that go, because they're not vibrating at a level that is going to be part of your future. And the truth of the matter is, right now, as we are on this cusp, as we're moving into the 2020. We're literally less than a month away from the equinox that is coming up, and the propelling us out of this decade, out of the current experience into the 2020 timeline and beyond. There is a very deep sorting that is going on in your psyche, and releasing everything that is possible to release, the memories, the emotions, the attachments, all of that. It's really for your highest good to simply just bless it and let it go. Because it's not part of what we're building. It's not part of the new experience in the new timeline. And some of you may be like, but wait, I want to bring that with. And the truth of the matter is the only one that you can truly make sure makes it onto the new timeline is yourself. You can be the shining example, you can hold the frequency, you can be the way shower, but each and every person has their own free will. And so all we can do is be the way showers at this time. We can show what working in mastery and living in mastery is all about. We can walk our talk. We can hold the higher vibration. And hopefully those that are ready will be magnified to us. They will be drawn to us, and they will be inspired to learn, to shift, to accept, and to move forward with us on this timeline. And so many of you are like, well, what does that mean for the rest of the world? It means that the rest of the world will stay playing in the old dynamics. But we are here, as we've said over and over and over again, we are the way showers. We are here to build the new future, the new frontier, the new higher frequency way of living. And again, going back to that idea of the separation, and many of you don't particularly like that word, and I don't blame you, because we're supposed to be in unity consciousness. But the truth of the matter is we have to separate for a while to build the new and hold the frequency and make it a strong enough timeline future potential that the rest of the population in the world can then step into it. But it's awfully hard to build the new if you're holding up everyone else. And it's just about the fastest and easiest and most successful way of moving forward. And at this time, it is part of a separation for now. Doesn't mean it's forever. It means it's for now, because we're moving into a new platform, and we have to cut the waste, if you will. Back to my corporate background, when you're getting ready to build a new business, when you're getting ready to build a new division, you have to cut that which is holding you down for now so that you can build the strong foundation, and then you bring them forward. And that is what we're doing. And so if you're experiencing this right now, and you're really noticing in your own awareness, in your own life, that things are starting to really slip away from you as far as memory, as far as people and friends that aren't really part of your daily reality, but they're still someone you hold in your heart, but you just can't quite pull up that memory. Just bless it and release it, and know that if they are meant to be, willing to do the work, have their free will choice, and choose to step forward at a future date, we will hold the platform for them. But right now, we really are in a time frame where we need to put the pedal to the metal and really make sure that we ourselves are releasing all of the weight that is holding us into the old timelines, all of the emotions, all of the projects, all of the expectations, everything that we're feeling is still holding us back into that old timeline. It is truly now that we need to set the intention to release it, knowing that if it's meant to be in the future, it will make its way there. But for now, we have to, especially in the months moving forward, really slim down, release everything that is not part of building the future, and let it go with ease and grace, knowing in the truth of our hearts that we are doing what is necessary to build that foundation for the next layer of consciousness on this planet. And so I hope that helps you understand what might be transpiring around you right now and why you may be having these, lapses of ability to bring up memories, people's names, past experiences, even what you did last month, because it's just not important. And everything that is not important is truly getting released right now to give us the ability to have the momentum to move forward through the final phase of 2019 to really hit 2020 in that timeline with as much power, with as much momentum as we possibly can. And as we go through this, remembering too that we now need to focus. Our heart is now merging with our high heart. This is the new 0 point within our systems. This is an evolution. This is a shift that is happening at a very, very intense level right now. And that as we move and merge the hearts, if you will, the heart and the high heart into the new operating location of our systems, that our trajectory, our perceptions, the way we think, the way we process energy is all shifting as well. And so remember to keep your focus in the heart and the high heart that is now merged. There's a loop that is happening, that is beginning to happen for some of you. Some of you, you actually have it fully online. And this will be merging together significantly between now and the eclipse next month. And definitely through the end of the year as this strengthens and merges into one heart chakra to allow the operating system of your matrix to move all of the energy and all of the wisdom directly through this point in your matrix of light. And so these shifts and these changes that move into the high heart is also part of what is releasing all of the unnecessary memories and experiences to bring us into the most effective means possible to move into the new timelines.